apparently it's like the best thing for his skin. He like loves it. It's priced cheaper in Japan versus the US. So I guess people do notice the difference. You just put the powder in your mouth and swallow it, and it is really soothing actually. So a lot of times when people travel to Japan, they end up buying so much stuff that they have to get another bag or suitcase to pack everything because there's just so much good things to buy and interesting items to buy that it just fills up. And that's been the case for friends and family of mine. But what about people like me who have lived for a long time in Japan and my wife who is Japanese from Japan? What kind of stuff do we end up buying to take back with us? Because right now we're based in Hawaii. So I'll share some of these things with you today. The first thing is this Yuzu Koso senbei. It comes in these kind of bags. They're round rice crackers. We got these at Seijoishi supermarket, but I think they're available at other markets as well. They're flavored with a little bit of shoyu, so soy sauce, but also some yuzu, citrus, and it's a little bit spicy. So they're really flavorful and just really good to snack on. Next is this ryukaksan. It's kind of like something to help ease your throat if it's kind of scratchy, itchy, or sore. If you're coughing because it's just irritated, these are really good. You can get them at a drugstore here. There are a bunch of packets in here, and in those packets is this kind of powder. This one is like I think it's like a strawberry mint type of flavor, but you just put the powder in your mouth and swallow it, and it is really soothing actually. This is something that we always pick up and bring back with us. Udon. This is Sanuki udon from Kagawa Prefecture, which is a prefecture known for udon here. It's from a brand called Kijoan. We really like them because they deliver, comes in these boxes and they're individually packed like this. So we can easily just put them in our suitcase and cook it when we're back overseas. They are long and on the thin side, and they're a little bit chewy and translucent. That's the type of udon that I like, and I guess my wife likes too. So we always get this brand. Everyone that has had it really likes it. So if you have an address to deliver to, they will send you a box. So next is this Bochan Seken soap. It's an all-purpose soap, super basic. There's no lotions or like perfumes or scents or anything in it. It's just like a basic bar of soap. I've never really used it until the other day, and I washed my face with it, and it made it really smooth. And I can't say it's the best thing ever, but for a basic bar of soap, it's pretty good. So we're gonna bring a couple of these guys home. Chocolates. This is from a craft chocolate maker here in Tokyo called Minimal. They come in these tablets here. They also have like cookies. They make hot chocolate at their store, some desserts, but they are a bean to bar chocolate maker, and they have a bunch of these different flavors. I don't think they use any milk, so you don't get that milky consistency. It's just straight up chocolate. But the people that started it, I think they were studying in France or something like that to learn how to cook and make chocolate. So there is a Minimal store that's really close to where our apartment is in Tomigaya, Tokyo. There are also other locations in Yoyogi Uehara, and I think in the new Azabudai Hills too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Minimal chocolate, very good. They're not the cheapest chocolate, but what's great is they come in these resealable bags, so you can reseal the chocolate if you are not going to eat it at one time. Okay, next are these Ugai. So they're like mouth rinses or gargles. This was actually requested by a friend who lived extensively in Japan, and her mom's from Japan. We usually get one kind of like this. It's a clear one. What a lot of Japanese people will do is just when they come home, just kind of gargle because it helps get rid of potential viruses. At least it helps. So yeah, these are good to have just as a preventive measure. Shige Kicks. These are probably my favorite candy I've had in Japan. They are very hard gummies. So if you're the type that puts Haribo gummies in the refrigerator because you like that texture, it's like that, but maybe even harder. And it has a very sour coating on the surface. But yeah, you can get these at the convenience store or some markets, even Daiso. I've seen these at home as well, but obviously they're way cheaper here. So yeah, Shige Kicks. Next is Nori. So my wife says there's not many good nori options back home. So we usually pick some of these up. We got this at a market here called Seijoishi. It's apparently from Kyushu. It does taste a little bit better if you are very particular about how your nori tastes. We had a hand roll night one time with some friends back in Hawaii, and when they ate this nori, they immediately noticed that the nori tasted better. So I guess people do notice the difference. But yeah, picking up some nori from Japan is something that we always do. I'm also bringing back some hair wax. So I use this hair wax here. It's by a brand called Deucer, and it's their number 5. They have a series, and it's a hard wax. I started using this product because I noticed that a couple of the salons that I would go to were using this as well. So I ended up jumping on, and I like it. You can get it anywhere, like at Don Quixote or maybe a Loft or something. But they are between like 1,000 and 1,500 yen or so, which is cheaper than what I've seen them going for back in the US. So yeah, I'm just picking up a jar of this. This is a lotion by Rosa Rugosa. It's not something that I've used personally, but it's something that my friend who, while traveling in Japan, used, and apparently it's like the best thing for his skin. He like loves it, so he asked us to bring back a couple bottles for him, but I can't really validate how good they are. But yeah, Rosa Rugosa Milky Lotion, according to somebody, is really good. Now usually I bring back whiskey because sometimes it is cheaper to buy whiskey here in Japan. But this time we went to a liquor shop and found some sake to bring back. So we like this brand called AKABO. We tried it first in Hawaii, actually. And we found like these different versions of AKABO that are supposed to be more premium because, I mean, they're a little bit more expensive. I'm not really sure about them, but, you know, maybe they already have them overseas as well, because I think AKABO is a brand that's kind of pushing to go overseas, but they're like 2,200 yen. So we thought, why not? So we're bringing back a couple of these guys. And while we were there, I was looking for potential shochu options because I like shochu. Kurokiri is kind of the go-to. And I was talking with one of the staff members there, and he just pointed this one out to me. So I can't really say that it's good or not, but it's from Kagoshima, so it must be good because that's kind of the main place for shochu. I'm going to give it a shot. Next is dental products. We usually buy some to take back with us. I just bought like a basic toothbrush. I use an electric toothbrush back home, but just for travel and stuff, I think one would be good to have. My dentist always would tell me that using a smaller brush head is better, and Japanese brushes tend to be on the smaller side. And this was like really cheap too, like $1.50 or something. We also buy some dental floss. This is a non-waxed dental floss. And what's cool about it is that it kind of expands in while you're flossing. So it covers more of the surface area of your teeth. And hopefully that means it cleans better. This is Kipon. It is a ponzu that's sold in the markets here. They're in these squeezable bottles. So this type of bottle, it's also used for like shoyu and stuff, but it helps prevent the air from coming back in after you use it. So it helps preserve and keep the liquid inside fresh. Another thing is these Futuccini gummies. They are kind of a basic gummy, a little bit on the harder side. There's like a crystal sugar coating over it. They're just good. I think if you like the Japanese flavoring of artificial fruit, if that makes sense, you might like these. But yeah, great, really good to have. Just a simple snack to bring back with us. So we picked up this arare. I have never actually tried this before, but I saw it at the market. And the flavor is truffle salt, which sounds pretty good. So it's just a simple rice cracker, but truffle salt flavor. And it was in a good market, Seijoishi, the one that we bought the nori at, but we'll see if it's good. So this was requested by a friend who lived in Japan as well, Ukon. So these are two different types. You might be familiar if you've been to Japan about the Ukon drink. It comes in a little can. You can get them at the konbini, and people will just go and drink that before they go out drinking at night. Same thing, except it's in the pill version, which makes it easier for us to bring back. Next is this pirikara takana. It is a Japanese pickle. I love Japanese pickles. These in particular were eaten a lot down in Fukuoka, where I used to live. They're mustard greens and they have a little bit of a kick to them. Really good if you just put them on rice. And they sell them at the market. This one doesn't need to be refrigerated, so it's just perfect for packing and taking back with me. Next is cough medicine. It's not for me, but it's for my parents' friend who I guess used it while traveling in Japan. It's a little bit of a controlled item, so you don't need a prescription, but a pharmacist does need to approve the purchase, and it's limited to one per person. Apparently, this is like the cough medicine that worked for her the best, and this is including US medicines. So I can't validate it, but apparently it's good. Sekitan. Also bringing back some teas. So we have Hojicha tea from Shizuoka Prefecture, as well as matcha from Uji. These places are known for this kind of product. This was bought at a supermarket, just kind of a basic hojicha from Japan. And this matcha, like we usually buy the small cans of ceremonial grade matcha, but we usually end up just drinking lattes. So we thought maybe it's a little bit overkill to pay that much for that little for lattes. So buying a little bit cheaper one that's a little bit bigger in volume to see how it goes. Ume, which is pickled plums. My wife likes the kind of duller color, less sour, more sweet ones. I prefer the redder and more sour ones, but this is what she prefers. And so she's bringing back some ume. Ryu, which is a chili oil. There's not as much depth compared to Chinese ryu, but it's still really good. This has garlic chips in it. You can just put it on your rice and eat it. And it's very tasty. Not overly spicy or anything like that. Now they sell this in Hawaii as well, but it's double the price. And because it's so small, we just figured you can just fit in our suitcase somewhere. So yeah, bringing back one of these guys. And lastly, we've just gone shopping for things that you can get in the US, but they're just way cheaper to buy here. For example, like this Belkin iPhone mount to mount on the monitor. It was like half price of what I would have paid for in the US. And part of it is, the exchange rate right now, but it's also that some of these items are cheaper to begin with. Even if it was $1 to 100 yen exchange rate, that's even, it's priced cheaper in Japan versus the US. I also bought some sunglasses from Gentle Monster. If you don't know, they are a Korean brand that's like super popular right now. They opened up a shop in Aoyama, Tokyo, and the line was crazy. So I didn't wait in that, but I ordered it online and they delivered in 2 days. If I bought the same exact model in the US, it would have cost me $100 more. So I figured if I'm gonna buy one anyways, then I might as well just buy it here in Japan. But yeah, these are just some of the things that we're bringing back this time. Every time we go back, it changes a little bit. I just want to share with you what we are bringing back this time. Let me know if you've tried any of these before, and if you're interested in anything and have a question, feel free to ask in the comments below. If you found this interesting, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone else who might find it interesting. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.